So every year preparing for this particular solemnity, I always think something like, what do you say? Like, what do you say about something that's so far beyond human understanding that you just literally cannot understand it? But I think there are some things to say, because God is infinitely beyond our understanding, but he makes himself knowable. If he weren't knowable, we wouldn't be culpable for ignoring him, but we are. And so I want to go over this year just kind of like two common pitfalls that we fall into in prayer when we're trying to encounter the Most Holy Trinity. The first pitfall is just thinking that on some level, either we've already figured God out, or at some point in the future, we're going to figure him out. It's just kind of how our brains work, right? We want to figure something out. Like we learn the theology, like, okay, he's three divine persons, he's one God, got it, I'm good. Just doesn't work that way. The reality is he's so far beyond our understanding that even if we make it to heaven and have the beatific vision where we see God as he is and we're perfectly united to him, we're still not going to figure him out. He's infinite. A finite being can never figure out an infinite being. If you figure somebody out, you're greater than them. And we can never be greater than God. And that's a good thing. It's actually what makes heaven heaven. It's why heaven won't be boring. Because forever in the Trinity, there'll always be more. More love, more beauty, more truth, more life. Something we didn't expect, something we didn't know about, forever. So in our prayer, our heart posture has to be one of accepting that divine mystery. I'm never going to figure you out, and that's okay. And being in awe of the magnanimity of God in that mystery. So that's the spiritual position that basically sets us up for receiving his love, because it's humble. The very Son of God incarnated did not consider his own divinity something to be grasped at. He came as a servant. And so if we approach the Father in any other way, it's just not going to work. And the second pitfall, the fancy word for it is subordinationism. Very old school heresy, but super easy to fall into. And I think maybe many of us have. Really simply, it's just that there's hierarchy in the Trinity. Like the Father's the most powerful, he's the greatest. And then you got Jesus, and then the Holy Spirit is somewhere floating around them. But there's like a hierarchy in them. There's like a step. There's no hierarchy in the Trinity. There's no hierarchy of superiority or authority in the Trinity at all. All three divine persons are completely equal in every possible way. Where there is order. So the Son is eternally begotten of the Father, and the Holy Spirit proceeds from the Father and the Son, if you know, you know. But that is an order of relation, an eternal relationship of love, not a hierarchy. See the difference? It creates difference, but it's a relational difference, not a difference in power or greatness or authority. And so if we can enter into that and recognize that in our prayer, when we talk to one person of the Trinity, we're talking to all three. There's no way to separate them out. They are one God. That reminds us of the entire construct of reality. The highest form of anything is relationship, because God is a Trinity, three divine persons of relationship, and he is reality itself. No man is an island. And so we're the best version of ourselves, we're the highest version of ourselves, we're the sharpest and holiest version of ourselves when we are in relationship, unless we have some sort of grace to be a hermit, but that's kind of rare. Most of us, it's knowing and being known in selfless love. So this week, as we're praying through all of this, and all of this is downstairs too, as you go through the donut line, as we're praying through all these beautiful prayers and devotions that are before us in the mission renewal, let's keep these truths in mind. That we're never going to figure God out, and that's a very, very good thing. And that the whole point of our prayer is to accept the invitation to join in the most satisfying relationship that we will ever know.